Texoma's #1 rated newscast, broadcasting live from 12 studios. This is News 12 at 6 p.m.
Other arrests could be forthcoming in the future.
An 18 and 17-year-old arrested for murdering a 5-year-old. Another teen police call armed and dangerous on the run, who police are looking for right now. Good evening. Welcome to News 12 at 6. I'm Dan Thomas.
And I'm Maureen Kane. Tonight we know what was behind that shooting that left a little boy dead and his brother fighting for his life in the hospital. Police say it was a drug deal gone bad, all over a quarter ounce of weed. Sabrina and Nino, Ryan Clay have already been arrested. Now another suspect, Antonio Prado, is wanted. News 12's Rachel Knapp is live with the details. Rachel.
Maureen and Dan, it was a drug deal gone sideways that resulted in the shooting late Sunday night that left one boy dead and another fighting for his life, and 3 teens facing capital murder charges. It was a quarter ounce of marijuana that led to the drive-by shooting that left 5-year-old Kaysen Powell dead and his 11-year-old brother Zaquavian Fisher critically wounded. According to an arrest affidavit, Zaquavian's 18-year-old brother contacted 17-year-old Sabrina Nino about buying the marijuana.
Detectives were able to make a couple of arrests yesterday afternoon. One was 18-year-old Ryan Clay from Sherman, and also a 17-year-old young lady, Sabrina Nino. Both were arrested for capital murder of a child under 10 years old.
When they went to make the deal at the Sherman Walmart parking lot Sunday night, a group of people took the weed and drove off without paying. Nino had purchased the marijuana from 17-year-old Antonio Prado Jr., also known as Chapo. She went to his house, told him what happened, and then she, Prado, and 18-year-old Ryan Clay went to the home on West Elm in Denison to confront the group who had stolen the marijuana. It was there that Nino told police both Prado and Clay fired multiple rounds into the house, striking the 2 boys. Police say while it's good 2 of the 3 are in custody, there's work left to do.
The investigation is still ongoing. There's still a lot more to do on it, and other arrests could be forthcoming in the future.
There you go. Now, if we said 2 of the 3 suspects are in custody, Sabrina Nino and Ryan Clay, Antonio Prado still remains at large, and police do consider him to be armed and dangerous. All 3 teen suspects are facing capital murder of a child charges, which could be punishable up to life in prison or even the death penalty. Reporting live at the Grayson County Jail, Rachel Knapp, News 12.
Well, a former Oklahoma police chief accused of raping a mentally disabled man pleaded not guilty in court today in front of a Bryan County judge.
As News 12's Sarah Humphrey reports, this isn't the first time he's been on the wrong side of the law.
An affidavit states Brian Gordon took a 33-year-old man with Down syndrome to a hotel room at the Choctaw Casino in Durant and forced him to perform oral sex. The victim told investigators this happened every time the 2 went gambling there. Records show Gordon checked into the hotel 12 times between June and October of 2016. The affidavit says the victim claimed Gordon also made him perform sexual acts at Gordon's home in Pauls Valley. Gordon was arrested and charged with the crimes this January. When we asked him about it then, Gordon said the allegations weren't true.
Once the investigators heard the whole story, I'm certain when the DA reads his report, they're not going to pursue, they're not going to continue with this case, because there's absolutely zero to that.
Gordon has been a law enforcement officer in Colbert, Boswell, Garvin County, and Paola in the past. This isn't the first time Gordon has been in trouble with the law. In 2005, prosecutors say he pulled a woman over and claimed to be a Grayson County narcotics officer, which isn't true. Records show he was put on probation for impersonating a public servant. In Durant, Sarah Humphrey, News 12.
Cleanup continuing after a train derailment in Jefferson County. It happened Monday evening, about a mile south of the town of Ryan, off of Old Highway 81. A Union Pacific freight train was hauling coal residue when one of those train cars derailed, causing 23 train cars, all told, to derail. Nobody was hurt. Jefferson County Sheriff Jeremy Wilson says he's thankful that derailment did not happen in town.
This was a blessing in disguise. If a derailment is a blessing, this would be the best one, because it's in rural area. There's no houses. There's nothing here where somebody could have been injured or harmed.
The cause of that derailment is still under investigation.
Well, traffic was backed up for miles on I-35 this afternoon after a metal joint came loose from a bridge in Love County. Happened at mile marker 8 just outside Thackerville. One northbound lane closed for over an hour around noon, backing up traffic for about 3 miles while the Oklahoma Department of Transportation made repairs. All right, time to get a check on weather here. Windy and chilly one as we move into the bundle up zone. That's what Steve's calling it tonight. And Steve, you got the evening forecast.
That's right. Definitely seeing a big change from what we had last night. Last night was pretty mild. Temps were in the 50s at this time. Tonight, though, a front has pushed through. We got winds pretty stout out of the north at 20 to 30 miles per hour, as you can see here. And so far, it's not terribly cold. We're in the low to mid 50s behind this front, but much colder air upstream. You can see in northern Oklahoma, we're in the 40s and 30s across Kansas, and that air is headed our way vigorously with these gusty winds. So by 9 p.m., wind chills in the 30s. By sunup, wind chill near 20. Your Thanksgiving forecast looking up when I come back.
Well, a local town hero is now leaning on the community for support as he battles cancer.
News 12 Sydney Gray explains how the Colgate community is coming together to help one of their own.
Always full of life, always laughing, joking.
He looks forward to just getting up and coming up and talking to people.
That's how first responders describe Marky Gwynn. The 41-year-old suffers from mental disabilities and is an honorary Colgate firefighter, but he's now battling stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
We're dealing with it the best we can. Number one, we have no doubt that God can heal him.
The fire and police departments held a benefit lunch to help with medical bills. Colgate Fire Chief Aaron Blue says Marky loves being at the station.
He comes to the department from time to time and helps out with sweeping and keeping the floor clean and taking care of trucks, and every once in a while he'll roll out on a call with us.
Marky's nephew, Justin McKinney, says the community support means a lot.
It's a blessing to be in a small community because everybody cares.
We take care of each other.
Marky was diagnosed earlier this month. McKinney says if Marky's not at the fire station, he's probably out supporting Colgate schools.
He's a town mascot, what I call him. You know, he goes to every game. He goes baseball, basketball, football. It doesn't matter. He's a true Colgate Wildcat fan.
Anyone who wants to donate can contact the fire department or the Shamrock Bank. In Colgate, Sydney Gray, News 12.
Cyber Monday safety tips, where police say you should have your packages shipped if you're shopping online.
Plus, another big round of the high school football playoffs are on the way, with several teams looking to get closer to the gold ball.
You're watching News 12 at 6 p.m. with Maureen, Kane, Dan Thomas, Sports with David Reed, and from the Weather Authority, here's Steve LaNore.
Well, the sky is talking. Starting at 3:30 this afternoon, we had a mostly cloudy sky here from our perspective in Durant from the campus of Southeastern, but watch how that's been changing as drier air is coming in aloft, and we have scoured out the cloud cover, and a superior sunset. Beautiful right there across a radiant sky here on this late fall night. It's going to be a cold one, too. The clear sky will allow the heat to escape to space, along with, of course, the front passing the day. Strong northerly winds pushing in a batch of chilly air. But I think you'll like the 7-day forecast because it won't last very long the way things are shaping up. Today's numbers weren't too bad. In fact, above the normal for this time of the year. This morning's lows were comfortably cool in the mid-40s. It'll be a lot colder and definitely much more windy on your Tuesday night into your Wednesday morning. Latex Summer, no significant change here in the last 24 hours. Power generation schedule has changed. That's going till 9 p.m. tonight. Temperatures right now aren't that bad, generally in the 50s. As you can see, Gainesville at 60, one of the warmer spots, and we have 55 in Clayton, Colgate, and Ada this hour. With winds, though, gusting up to about 25 to 30 miles per hour. That's already putting your wind chills down in the 40s. Now, the winds will actually pick up later on tonight, and as temps continue to fall, we're going to do a weather aware for this chilly stuff coming in. Look for wind gusts overnight, 20 to 30 miles per hour. Be sure that trash can lid's on good, or your stuff's going to go blowing down the street. I've been there, done that. Not a lot of fun. Wind chills about 20 to 25 by morning. Now, the winds will start to ease during the morning hours tomorrow, and we'll have a lot of sun tomorrow. Feeling pretty good, and we'll chase off some of that chill on your Wednesday. High-level cloud cover you can see here is moving away. We have a very dry air mass coming in here, as shown by this dark slot, and that is going to be allowing for a lot of sunshine. Again, a pretty Wednesday after we put up with a windy and cold night tonight. Well, here comes high pressure, certainly indicated here in Kansas right now. And as it comes south tomorrow, the winds will relax during the day, and we're down to about a 10-mile-per-hour wind by afternoon with sunny skies. Highs will be cool, about 50 to 55 tomorrow. Then as the high kind of pushes off to the southeast on Thanksgiving Day, we get back to a southwesterly flow. So I'm saying your Thanksgiving forecast, anything but a turkey. It's going to be nice out there. It'll be chilly in the morning with some frost. We'll bounce back into the 60s with a lot of sunshine. That's doing pretty good for late November. Now tonight, this is going to be a cold one because of the wind and the air temperatures being in the upper 20s north, like Clayton and Ada at 28, to just above freezing along the Red River here, 33 Sherman, Denison, and 34 Paris. But tomorrow with the wind dropping off and a lot of sun, won't be too bad. A little cool, highs generally in the low to mid 50s, so we'll do about 33 tonight and about 52 tomorrow. And we're looking at a lot of sunshine for your Wednesday. Thanksgiving Day, again, going to start off cold with some frost, but 64 in the afternoon. Not too shabby for Black Friday. Well, nice weather for shopping. A little windy out there. Your biggest challenge on Friday, of course, will be finding a parking space. The weather should not be a major problem, although, again, we'll have a bit of gusty wind out there. Really pretty mild stuff. After Thanksgiving morning, temperatures above average right through the holiday weekend.
All right, good time to get outside and enjoy it.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Well, before you do head out on Black Friday, some advice from police about how to make sure you're not targeted by thieves. Well, Thanksgiving is just days away, and that means Black Friday and the holiday shopping season almost here as well. And with more shoppers out, law enforcement is warning you to be careful.
News 12's Andrew Freeman is live at the shops of Ardmore. And Andrew, what do people need to watch out for?
Dan Maureen with TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, JCPenney, and Big Lots. The shops of Ardmore here is a premier stop for those looking to get some holiday shopping done. And while the holiday season does bring an increase of shoppers, Carter County Sheriff Chris Bryant says it also brings out the thieves.
I've got 14 grandchildren, so I shop all the time.
Sue Bishop says she spends a lot of the holidays shopping, but also tries to spend a lot of time being alert.
I think because of drugs, I think there's more stealing, and those are my concerns.
And she's not alone.
Am I parking where it's lighted or close to a building or where there are other people so that if I get in trouble, I can look for some help in my surroundings?
You just want to protect what you have, and you don't want anyone to take advantage of you.
But Sheriff Chris Bryant says there are simple steps you can take to protect yourself.
You want to make sure that you keep your keys handy and your purse next to you, and don't pull your wallet out until you're ready to check out. You want to make sure you're aware of your surroundings, and you want to make sure that you're in a well-lit area and everything like that.
Advice Bishop says she tries to keep in mind.
I keep my car locked. I park up close. And I put all my purchases in the floorboard.
But Bryant also cautions these are rules to follow year-round.
People want to thieve and take things and steal things, so keep your cars locked and keep your houses locked and everything. It's no different than any other time.
And Bryant says not to forget about those online purchases either. He recommends having those purchases shipped directly to work if possible, or just making sure someone's home to receive the package as soon as it arrives to get it inside and off the porch. Live in Ardmore, Andrew Freeman, News 12.
Never thought about that before. Yeah, wonder how KXII would take to all my packages showing up at the front door.
Hey, I got to go pick up something. See you guys later.
Don't open that, everybody. Not for you.
All right. Well, hey, a lot of people have been looking forward to this. College football poll just came out.
That's right. A gift for 4 teams, that's for sure, as we release the newest poll. Coming up, the Big 12 weighs in on the Kansas-Baker-Mayfield feud, and several Texoma teams get ready for another round of the high school football playoffs. We'll talk about it next.
Now, your award-winning local sports coverage. Here's David Reed.
The Big 12 Conference decides to weigh in on the Baker-Mayfield-Kansas dispute today, saying it applauds OU for taking quick action. The conference also condemns Kansas captains for refusing to shake hands before kickoff, saying that is unsportsmanlike. The Sooners must move on from all of this as they get ready to host West Virginia in the final home game of the year. It's also a game OU needs to win to stay in the top 4 of the college football poll. As for Baker, he won't start but will play. That says to him, that's not the worst of it. Giving up the title captain is.
It'd be hard if it was a regular game or not, but it being my last one here ever, it means a lot more. It's going to be tough because Saturday was already going to be, without all of this, it was already going to be an emotional one.
As for this week's rankings, here you go. Not much has changed. It's actually the same top 10 teams this week. The only difference, 2 and 3 flip. Miami now number 2, Clemson number 3. The Sooners stay at number 4. Despite the 5-5 start, Jerry Jones says he's really proud of the Cowboys coaching staff. That amid more and more people bringing up that maybe it's time for a coaching change in Dallas. But Jason Garrett and his staff get a vote of confidence from the owner today. The Cowboys play the Chargers on Thanksgiving, and that's one they really need to win. The high school football playoffs continue this week, and the Ada Cougars are playing in the state semifinals against State Power Bethany on Saturday. Ada seeking state title number 20. They already have more than anyone and are 1 win away from playing for it all.
So this is what you prepare for every year, to be practicing at this time and have a chance to go on to the finals. And so it's extremely exciting. We've had 2 great days of preparation going into it. And, you know, we play on Saturday, so we still got a lot of work done before that time comes.
The Davis Wolves are in familiar position heading into their state quarterfinal round game with Holland Hall. Jody Weber's bunch looking to get back to the finals this year.
Once you get to this round, you're down to the guys that have a shot. And we feel fortunate to be here, and our kids were able to give me that one yet again.
Well, basketball season has arrived. The Oklahoma High School basketball poll is out. The Ardmore Tigers are ranked number 3 in all of Class 4A. The Ada Cougars are ranked 9th in the state in 4A. And you want to keep an eye on the Kingston Redskins this season. They are number 2 in the state in Class 3A. All of the high school basketball polls are on our website. College hoops this afternoon. Oklahoma State taking on Pitt. OSU with it. And Lucas Gasson breaks inside for the slam. Nicely done. Later, Cowboys hitting the boards. Jeffrey Carroll working hard for 2. He had 29 points to lead everybody. OSU wins this one 73-67, the final. So a good win there for the Pokes.
All right, yeah, definitely. Good program there, Pitt. All right, thanks, David.
All right, stick around. We'll check your forecast with Steve one more time next.
Welcome back to News 12 at 60. Cold front now has pushed through all of Texoma. Winds right now running about 20 to 25 miles per hour. I suspect those winds will pick up overnight, and that's not what you wanted to hear if you're heading out this evening with temperatures dropping. Now, as far as Futurecast goes, Thanksgiving, anything but a turkey. So beautiful weather will be evolving by then, but tonight, very windy as this high pressure slides on down from Kansas. Now, tomorrow, as the high kind of sets over us, we'll have that wind dropping off. Really will be a pretty day, but a little chilly tomorrow. Highs generally around 50 to 55 degrees. And then as that high continues to push off to the southeast, we get that southwesterly flow on the backside and get us up into the 60s after a frosty beginning to your Thanksgiving. You're going to be enjoying a beautiful afternoon, and we're looking at temperatures to continue rising. A holiday-friendly pattern with monster upper high, unusual for this time of the year over California. That's diverting all the storms way up along the Canadian border, as you see there, and then down to the eastern U.S. That means, folks, we're sitting pretty for some beautiful holiday weather. Now, we need some rain. Perhaps we can root some on for next week because we ain't getting any on that 7-day forecast. But then again, with all the traveling and shopping and so forth, I think that's probably making a lot of folks happy. And there you have it. All that, no charge.
All right. Good deal.
Yeah, not bad at all. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. We will see you right back here at 10.